In those days, in the mid-17th century, when painter Johannes Vermeer took his walk to his favorite view of Delft, two churches were always there. The medieval Old Church, the Oude Kerk, and the slightly younger New Church, Nieuwe Kerk. What is left of those tall landmarks that were so obvious in Vermeer's life? His whole life, the 17th century painter Johannes Vermeer was a citizen of this town. He painted this marvelous masterpiece View of Delft. In full sunlight, the tower of the Nieuwe Kerk, the new church. When he was painting, the bells in the tower had apparently not been delivered yet. The tower is empty. Vermeer never painted the interior of a church. He often portrayed women. World famous became the girl with the pearl earring. Nevertheless, he lived and worked in the immediate surrounding of three churches. The Nieuwe Kerk, the New Church, where he was baptized Protestant. The Oude Kerk, the Old Church, the church where he is buried. And a hidden church, somewhere here on the Oude Langendijk near the New Church, where he and his family had to practice their Roman Catholic religion. In this drawing, the blue house is the house where Vermeer lived. The orange drawn in was the hidden church where Vermeer and his family did celebrate their masses. The Netherlands were a Protestant country in the 17th century. Roman Catholics were only allowed to practice their religion in nondescript buildings like these ones in different Dutch cities. Let's discover the churches in the life of Johannes Vermeer. In the Nieuwe Kerk, the new church, Johannes Vermeer was baptized. The Gothic architecture gives you an immense feeling of space. Looking up, I walk through the church. You see the wooden roof. Why not a stone roof? Well, that would be too heavy for the subsoil here. In the new church, Prince William the Silent was buried after he had been murdered in 1584. Below this marble tomb is the royal crypt, the burial place of the members of the Dutch royal family. The main organ in the new church has more than 3,000 pipes, made by the famous builder Johannes Betz. During the Reformation in the 16th century, there were also in Delft violent outbreaks to destroy images in the church, the iconoclastic fury. In the new church you find 17 stained glass windows with biblical themes and also memorial windows. This is the only modern stained glass window with striking bright colors. I told you about the hidden churches. When Johannes Vermeer wanted to marry Roman Catholic, he and his wife had to went out of the city to the little village of Schipluiden. There the young couple had less troubles to marry Catholic than in the city of Delft. That situation changed. This is the Maria van Jesse Church, Neo-Gothic, 19th century, built in an era when the Roman Catholic Church in the Netherlands had become equal rights. The Old Church, the church where Johannes Vermeer was buried. A Gothic church in downtown Delft. You see how the high brick tower leans about 2 meters from the vertical. The tomb of the naval hero Maarten Tromp. Maybe Johannes Vermeer had attended the burial service in this church. Tromp died during a naval battle in which he commanded the Dutch fleet. In the old church, another naval hero is buried, Piet Hein. He managed to intercept a very valuable Spanish silver fleet during the 80 Years' War. Piet Hein was buried here a few years before Johannes Vermeer was born. Because she was rich, the mother-in-law of Johannes Vermeer could buy a tomb in the old church. To mark the fact that Johannes Vermeer was buried in that same tomb, people had placed this moderate stone in the old church, the new church and the old church. Two churches that were very familiar to Johannes Vermeer in his 17th century life. Both churches are still a landmark in Delft, the city of Johannes Vermeer.